Good afternoon, football fans. Big Al here on this Thursday, October 3rd, 2024, and welcome to my Week 5 NFL picks, both straight up and against the spread, plus the injury report for tonight's Thursday night clash with the Bucs and the Falcons. Alright, last week I did well in one area and not so well in the other. I went 10-6 in my straight up picks, and overall my record for the year is 39-25. ATS is where I struggled. I went 6-10, and for the season I am 34-29 and 1. I want to work on my ATS picks this week and for the rest of the year. So there's that. Before we get into my picks, let's jump into the latest injury report for the Buccaneers and Falcons ahead of tonight's NFC South Division matchup. And we'll start with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where you have guard Luke Gadecki out with a concussion. Defensive tackle Kalaja Kancey also out with a calf. Wide receivers Jalen McMillan with a hamstring and Trey Palmer with a concussion are both out. And safety Antoine Winfield Jr. is out as well with a foot. And for the Atlanta Falcons, linebacker Troy Anderson is out tonight with a knee injury. And running back Jace McClellan is questionable with an illness. So that is the latest injury report for the Bucs and Falcons. I will be back with the rest of the injury report on Sunday at about noon Eastern Time. Now let's jump into my Week 5 picks, starting off with Thursday Night Football. As tonight, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a 3-1 record venture into Atlanta to face Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons with a record of 2-2. The Buccaneers come in at number 10 in my Week 5 power rankings, while the Falcons are 12. That game is tonight at 8:15 Eastern on Prime, and your announcers are Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit, and sideline reporter Kaylee Hartine. Current point spread is Atlanta -2, and the over-under is 43.5. I have the Bucs winning this game 24-17, as they are, in my opinion, the more superior team in this matchup. The game will go under 43.5, and I'm taking Tampa Bay as the road underdog at +2 points. Now to Sunday, and the first of 3 straight London games on the schedule. You've got the 2-2 New York Jets facing off with the undefeated Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota is the designated home team for this matchup. And again, this game is being played at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern on NFL Network. The Jets come in at number 13 in my Week 5 power rankings. The Vikings are number 3. Your announcers will be Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner, with sideline reports from both Jamie Erdahl and Stacey Dales. Current point spread is Minnesota -2.5, and the over-under is 40. I'm taking the Vikings in this game 31-20. The game will go well over 40. And I have Minnesota at -2.5. Now to the early window on Sunday, where you have 6 games, starting off with the 2-2 Baltimore Ravens at the 1-3 Cincinnati Bengals. Sunday at 1 Eastern on CBS. The Ravens are number 4 in my Week 5 power rankings. The Bengals are at 24. Now, many will argue that I have the Bengals way too low on these power rankings. The announcers for this game are Kevin Harlan and Trent Green, with sideline reports from Melanie Collins. Current point spread is Baltimore -2.5, and the over-under is 49.5. I got the Bengals winning this one 34-28 in a bit of a shootout. The game will finish over 49.5, and I'm taking the Bengals as the home underdog plus the 2.5 points. Next, the game of the week. The 3-1 Buffalo Bills at the 3-1 Houston Texans. Sunday at 1 Eastern on CBS, and they are ranked right next to each other in my Week 5 power rankings. Buffalo is number 7, while Houston is number 6. Your announcers will be Ian Eagle and Charles Davis, and sideline reporter Evan Washburn. Current point spread is Buffalo -1, over-under is 47.5. I have the Bills winning this game 28-24. The game will finish over 47.5, and I'm taking Buffalo at -1. I initially picked the Texans to win this game when I did my season predictions back in August. Up next, the 1-3 Carolina Panthers at the 2-2 Chicago Bears, Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Carolina is number 31 in my Week 5 power rankings, while Chicago is number 27. Your announcers for this game are Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma, and sideline reporter Megan O'Leary. Current point spread is Chicago -4, and the over-under is 41. This is going to be a tricky one, but I have the Bears winning 21-16. The game will finish under 41, and I'm taking the Bears -4, which is kind of a little bit of a big number, judging by how inconsistent this Bears offense is. Next up, you have the 1-3 Cleveland Browns visiting DC to face the 3-1 Washington Commanders. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The announcers are Jason Benetti and Greg Olson, and sideline reporter Pam Oliver. The Browns come in at number 22 in my Week 5 power rankings. Washington is 17th. Current point spread is the Commanders -3, and the over-under is 43.5. I think the good times will continue to roll in our nation's capital as I have the Commanders winning 27-20. The game will finish over 43.5, and I'm taking Washington -3. Next up, the 2-2 Indianapolis Colts visit the 0-4 Jacksonville Jaguars Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. Indy comes in at number 21 in my Week 5 power rankings, while Jacksonville is at the very bottom, number 32. Current point spread is Jacksonville -3, and the over-under is 46. The announcers for this game are Spiro Ditas and Adam Archuleta, with sideline reports from Aditi Kinkobwala. Alright, so the Jaguars have not lost a home game to Indianapolis since 2014. They've won the last 9 home games in this series, and I think that streak will continue. But the Colts will keep it close. Jacksonville wins 24-20. The game goes under 46, and I'm taking the Jags -3. And then rounding out the early window on Sunday is the 1-3 Miami Dolphins and the 1-3 New England Patriots. Loser of this game will be sitting in the basement of the AFC East. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The announcers are Chris Myers and Mark Sanchez. Sideline reports from Christina Pink. The Dolphins come in at number 28 in my Week 5 power rankings. The Patriots just a few spots higher at number 26. Current point spread is New England -1, over-under is 36.5. I have the Patriots winning a rather low-scoring game, 21-12. Game will finish just under 36.5, and I'm taking the Patriots at -1. Now to the late window on Sunday, you have 4 games in this portion of the schedule, starting off with the 1-3 Arizona Cardinals at the 2-2 San Francisco 49ers. Sunday at 4:05 Eastern on Fox. Arizona comes in number 23 in my Week 5 power rankings, and San Francisco is at number 8. Announcers for this game are Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady, with sideline reports from Aaron Andrews and Tom Rinaldi. Current point spread is San Francisco -7, over under is 50. I amended my score a little. I had said 31-24 for the 49ers previously, but now I think the Niners will win 34-24. The game will go over 50 points, and I'm taking the Niners at -7. Next up, you have another division matchup as the 2-2 Las Vegas Raiders visit the 2-2 Denver Broncos. Sunday at 4:05 Eastern on Fox. Vegas comes in at number 20 in my Week 5 power rankings, the Broncos at number 25. Announcers are Kevin Kugler and Daryl Johnston, with sideline reports from Laura Oakman. Current spread is Denver -3, over under is 35.5. Based on recent history, the Raiders have owned the Broncos. They have taken the last 8 regular season meetings from Denver, going back to the 2020 season, and I think they'll continue that dominance over the Broncos. Vegas wins 23-20. The game goes over 35.5, and I'm taking the Raiders with the 3 points. And now to Game 2 of CBS's doubleheader. Most of the country will be seeing the 2-2 Green Bay Packers at the 1-3 Los Angeles Rams, Sunday at 4:25 Eastern on CBS. Your announcers are Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, with sideline reports from Tracy Wolfson. The Packers come in at number 14 in my Week 5 power rankings, and the Rams sit at number 18. Current point spread is Green Bay -3, over unders 48.5, giving the Packers in this one 28-17, game under 48.5, and I'm taking Green Bay -3. The rest of the country will see the New York Giants at 1-3 face off with the 3-1 Seattle Seahawks in the home of the 12th man, Lumen Field, Sunday at 4:25 Eastern on CBS. Your announcers will be Andrew Catalon, Tiki Barber, and Jason McCourty, with sideline reports from AJ Ross. The Giants are number 30 in my Week 5 power rankings. The Seahawks sit at 9. Current point spread is Seattle -6.5, over under is 44. I'm taking the Seahawks to win this game 34-13. The game will finish over 44. And I'm taking Seattle -6.5. And this is my lock of the week. On Sunday Night Football, you've got the 2-2 Dallas Cowboys at the 3-1 Pittsburgh Steelers. A classic matchup pitting two teams that have won a combined 11 Super Bowls. Sunday at 8:20 Eastern on NBC and streaming on Peacock. Dallas comes in at number 15 in my Week 5 power rankings, while the Steelers are at number 5. Your announcers are Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth, with sideline reports from Melissa Stark. Current point spread, Pittsburgh -2.5, and the over-under is 44.5. I have the Steelers winning this game 24-17. The game finishes under 44.5, but not by much. And I'm taking the Steelers -2.5. And that brings us to Monday Night Football, as this week gets the 2-2 New Orleans Saints at the 4-0 Kansas City Chiefs. Monday at 8:15 on ESPN. Your announcers are Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, with sideline reports from Lisa Salters. New Orleans comes in number 16 in my Week 5 power rankings. Kansas City is still number 1, but they have not impressed me at all start the season. Plus, with the season-ending injury to Rashee Rice, there will be a lot of question marks in that passing game. Current point spread is Kansas City minus 5.5, over-under is 43. I'm feeling upset here. I got the Saints winning 27-24. The game will go over 43, and I'm taking New Orleans with the hook at plus 5.5. Alright, so this is the first week of buys across the NFL. Off this week are the 3-1 Detroit Lions, ranked number 2. The 2-2 Los Angeles Chargers, ranked number 19. The 2-2 Philadelphia Eagles, ranked number 11. And the 1-3 Tennessee Titans, ranked number 29. And that is a look at my Week 5 NFL picks, both straight up and against the spread, and the injury report for tonight's Buccaneers-Falcons game. My next video will come on Sunday morning, as we'll take a look at the rest of the Week 5 injury report ahead of Sunday's action. I will be live right around noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And then we'll have the latest college football rankings on Monday. We'll recap Week 5 on the week that was. That's dropping on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll take a look at the Week 7 college football television schedule. And we'll be back again next week for my Week 6 NFL picks and the injury report entering the Thursday night game. So join me all next week for that content. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell and get notified every time I go live. Big Al signing off. Thanks for watching and enjoy the pigskin. Peace out.